Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, where today I thought I would go through my setup that I use for my YouTube videos. Now some of you may have seen what my setup looks like if you follow me on Instagram. However, I didn't go into much detail on what I actually use per se. Today, I thought I would go through the cameras that I use, the microphone, the lighting, and what I use to edit my videos. So without further ado, let's see what we've got in store. So the first camera that I wanted to show you is the Panasonic HC V380. Hopefully I've got that pronunciation right. And this camera was actually the first one that I used for my YouTube videos at the very start. Now some of you may know that when I finished university, that's when my YouTube career started. Can I call it a career? Not really sure. To get this camera, I actually used the deposit that I put down for my third year house, of which I got that money back at the end of the year. Did not get all of the money back, which was a pain in the arse, but hey ho, life goes on. But with the money that I did get back, I used it to buy the Panasonic camera. Yeah, it's been a very, very handy camera, as you all have seen throughout the many videos that I've made at the very start of July 2018. Yeah, it has come in very handy. So the second camera that I wanted to talk about is the one I'm currently using right now, and it is the Canon EOS M100. So originally I brought this camera to record stuff at my graduation, and I actually use this camera a fair bit for when I used to do like vlogs here and there, just as a tester type thing to see if I was a good vlogger. But yeah, so there has been some good vlogs to come out of it. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was the laptop that I use, and I use the MacBook Air to get a hold of the video clips for whatever's on my camera, and then I put it all onto iMovie. So as we can see here, this is the app called GarageBand, which keeps an eye on the audio for my videos. But to use this app properly, I use a microphone, which is right here. And the one that I use is called a Blue Yeti microphone. So here is the gain button. So that controls how much volume and input gets put into the microphone. So if I talk very, very loudly, it will pick up it straight away, but it will also pick up sounds which go a bit further than this room. So for example, if a car drives past, then depending on how high that is, it will pick up whatever goes on outside as well. If you look a little bit further down the microphone, you will see 4 different settings. So this one, which has 2 rings, that is the stereo setting, which uses both the left and right channels to capture a wide, realistic sound image, which is ideal for recording acoustic guitars. The setting which you see I have set already is the omnidirectional setting. Now this picks up sound from all around the mic. It's best used in situations when you want to capture the ambience of being there, like recording a band's live performance, a multi-person podcast, or a conference call. The third setting, which looks like a upside down heart, is the cardioid setting, which is perfect for podcasts, game streaming, vocal performances, voiceovers, and instruments. The final setting that I will go on about, which looks like a weird looking number 8, is the bi-directional setting. This records from both the front and rear of the microphone, good for recording a duet or a 2-person interview. The next bit of equipment that I wanted to show you is the ring light that I use. So as you can see, my face is pretty clear. However, if I turn it off, yeah, it gets very dark in this room without it. But turn it back on and it lights up. It does have different settings, so you've got a bit of a warmer light, a very warm light, and a cold light, which I use a lot of for my videos. Here I have my Kindle next to me for when I do make videos. This is because I use it to write down a script. How long it is or how short it is very important to have a script next to me. So that just makes it so that I have some form of order for my videos, and also make sure that I don't ad-lib everything, because it is very, very difficult when you ad-lib and you just say things for the sake of saying things and you lose track on what you've actually said. The last thing that I want to show you today is the chair that I am currently sitting on. Now, this is a gaming chair. However, it is very handy when I'm sat here editing my videos or even making a video in general. Originally, when I started my setup in my brother's room, I was sitting on a wooden chair and it became very, very bad for my back. Like, the bottom bit just ached after hours on end just sitting in the same place. So with the gaming chair, not only have I got a neck rest, but I also have one for my lower back, which has been very handy. So I have to thank my mom for getting me that for Christmas. It's coming so handy, it really has. So there we go. That is pretty much my setup tour and everything that I use for making videos. I'll admit it's taken a very long time to get in a position where my videos have stepped up in quality, whether it's to do with the sound, the lighting, the editing process. There is so much that has changed over the past few years when I started making videos. You know, I went from having this editing software which was so bad that I couldn't even watch what I was actually editing until I actually had the video made and just hoped for the best. My sound has improved as well with the microphone, so it doesn't sound as echoey in videos. Obviously in this video it will be a little bit different because I'm not actually using the microphone, I'm just showing you how I use it. With all of that, it shows how much of a learning process there is when doing this type of video. That if you go into making videos on YouTube, you have to know about the tech that you're using and it has to be right for you. You can't just buy something for the sake of buying something and hoping that you have the knowledge straight away. Like, you've got to make sure you know what you're buying and how to use the technology that is placed in front of you. But I am very grateful of how far I've come from just being in my room with the camera stand, which I haven't actually gone on about, but that is vital as well if you want your cameras to be stable. But from going into my bedroom, just having the camera set up with no sound, very little quality to them because of how I was making the videos, to where I am now, it is a massive step and considerable difference in how I make videos nowadays. Anyways, that is where I'm ending today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you soon with another video. Peace!